in your career and you are thinking about your career and you want to be successful and you are saying, you know, I need to be careful because I can't be seen at that event. I can't be seen saying this, or I can't say that because that's politically incorrect and that could jeopardize any opportunities that come for me. Then that is a concern. And then we are raising our sons in the wrong mindset. We need to be very, very careful on what we are building. And if we build them right, then inshallah ta'ala, then this offspring that we produce will be a benefit for us in the akhirah when we have left this world. But if we are just building individualistic personalities that are so consumed with their own individualistic goals, then this is a failure upon us. And we need to think about that, brothers and sisters. Because when we are not building holistic personalities, we are building very self-conscious, self-centered young men. And I'm not saying that that is the reality that I'm seeing out there. What I'm seeing, alhamdulillah, is a lot of young Muslim men that are aspiring to be great in something, but they're not forgetting their roots, which is Islam, which is very important. But the challenge comes, brothers and sisters, is when you're faced with a dilemma that proposes to you that either you pursue your career over the obligation of Islam. And that's the dilemma you will face one day, because you will come to a junction where you either choose what is halal and you do what is for the sake of Allah, or you choose to do something for yourself. And that's my concern, because this whole celebrity lifestyle and this sporting industry, it has a way of sucking people in. It has a way of very powerfully controlling you and, you know, pushing you to build your own aspirations and dreams. And it puts you in such a zone that allows you to block out things around you. That's a concern, because the Muslim first and foremost, is subservient to Allah. Nothing comes before Allah. Everything else is secondary. And when we put something before Allah, then we have a problem, brothers and sisters. So my question to you, more than anything, is ask yourself the question: how much of your time, resource, and finances are you putting in your children for them to attain success in this life? And how much are you putting into them with the same resource, finance, and time for the akhirah? Because we all have this dilemma. And if you can write that down honestly and weigh it up, and you are satisfied with the results, and you feel that you are quite even, then alhamdulillah, that's fine. But if you are very heavy on one scale, i.e. the pursuit of excellence in this world, that's a concern. Because who will carry the dawah? Who will carry Islam forward? You know, my sons, I raised them, and I've raised them. Look, I'm not claiming to be the torch bearer when I'm saying this. I have seen flaws in myself. I am rectifying those flaws. But for us as Muslims is to reflect and to ponder and to account ourselves and others and to remind others. So I'm reminding myself more than I'm reminding you. That of course when I see such images of certain people being successful, I sometimes wish that for my own. But I remind myself that there is a bigger responsibility here, brothers and sisters, that we have. There's a greater responsibility here. That is to serve Allah first. And we shouldn't allow any material thing, any goal in life to prohibit or restrict that. We already know there are many people in professional capacities that struggle to say the unpalatable. Why? Because their careers are on the line. They might get suspended from their jobs. This is the problem, brothers and sisters. What is stopping you from making that sacrifice? Is it the wealth that you've built? Is it the money that you've attained? Is it the status that you have? Is it the job that you have? I would rather be in a very menial, simple job and speak the truth than be in a high-profile job where I can't say what I need to say, where I can't speak on this platform and say what I say. This is the dilemma that we have, brothers and sisters. We have many of us that, alhamdulillah, have achieved greatness in their professions, in their careers, in the sporting world. And we can even say that some of the sporting personalities that are out there, they are speaking on matters concerning the ummah. But again, they are limited to what they can say. The question becomes, what are you building? What characters are you building in your children? Are you building children who are going to be selfless or selfish? Are you building children who are concerned primarily with their careers, their sporting lives, where they will do what they can for the ummah, but they will cut off at a certain point because they will say, yeah, that's palatable, I can do this, I can do that, but I can't do that because that is controversial. Now, if I do that, that's going to put me in a very shady space because I've got a career here that I've got to protect and I've got a place to climb up to. And when I get to that place, I'll be in a better place to speak about that. But the reality is you won't. Because if you're not sacrificing now, you're not going to sacrifice tomorrow. Because when you have all that wealth and all that money, that will blind you. And the other point I was going to mention was that very often I find brothers, because they may not have had success in certain things, or their father might not have pushed them, might not have, pursued a sport that they loved. They feel they have to fulfill this aspect of their life to their children, to their sons. So whatever shortcomings they had in their life, they want to ensure their sons don't have that. And they will push them. But again, it comes back to my point, brothers and sisters. What are you pushing them for? Are you pushing them for the sake of Allah to make them, the best amongst this ummah? Or are you making them the best in this dunya so they attain great accolades in the sporting endeavor that they're in? They become national champions, international champions, world champions. What are you striving for? What are your goals for your children? What are your ambitions for your children? In conclusion, I would be happy that my children sacrificed their lives for the sake of Allah, if that meant giving up everything that they had. That's my statement here. Whether they do, whether they don't, Allahu Alam. But my point is that that's how I would like them to be. That they build a mindset that they are prepared to sacrifice in the name of Allah. And I hope that I am able to do the same, inshaAllah ta'ala. I know it's a difficult ask in these times, but we need to be building characters that are prepared to sacrifice for the sake of Allah. And achieving greatness in the eyes of the population, in the eyes of the world, is not our primary focus. That shouldn't be our focus. Our focus should be to please Allah alone. And if it means that we are disliked by the rest of the world, alhamdulillah. As long as Allah is happy with us, it doesn't matter. And on that note, inshallah, I will wrap up this show. As I always say, if I have said anything good, then that is from Allah, and if I have said anything wrong, that is from me. Please forgive me for my shortcomings. And from everybody here on the Radio Apnea Waz, we would like to wish you all, the Muslim world, an Eid Mubarak for the oncoming Eid, inshallah. And I hope that we all make Eid on the same day, and that we gain the reward of these coming days. And those Muslims that are doing the Hajj, inshallah, may Allah accept your Hajj, and may Allah make it easy for you with the struggle that we have. So on that note, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.